welcome to Chirply Universe. I'm Chirply, and this is the very first episode. Here, learning English is simple, natural, and fun. Today we are at school, in a classroom, just before the lesson starts. Alex, Mia, good morning. How are you today?
Hi, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, Chirply.
Alex, you look a little tired. Did you sleep well?
Not really. I stayed up way too late watching a movie.
Again? Alex, you always do this.
I know. But this one was really good. I couldn't stop watching.
What kind of movie was it?
A space movie. Lots of action. A really interesting story. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I totally enjoyed it.
That sounds fun. What was it about?
It's about a crew of astronauts who get lost near Jupiter and have to find their way back to Earth. It sounds simple, but it's actually really intense.
Oh, that does sound interesting. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend?
You should. Actually, I can send you the name later so you don't forget.
That would be great, thanks.
Good. And Mia, you look happy today. Did something good happen?
I'm happy because the weather is so nice outside. I love days like this.
I understand that completely. Okay. Did you notice some of the words Alex and Mia used just now? Words like, actually, totally, I mean. Today we are going to learn 5 very useful phrases. My bad. Sounds good. No worries, actually, and totally. These phrases are extremely common in everyday English. Native speakers use them all the time. Let's start with the first one. Alex, before we begin, did you bring your notebook today?
Yes, of course. I always bring it. It's right here in my bag. Wait, actually, where is it? I was sure I packed it this morning.
Maybe it's buried under your other stuff? Did you check the bottom of your bag?
I'm looking right now. I see my book. I see my water bottle. I see, 3 pens for some reason, but no notebook.
That's weird. You had it yesterday.
I know. I totally had it yesterday. I wrote notes in it during class.
Did you maybe leave it on the desk at home?
I don't think so. I mean, I remember putting things in my bag this morning, but maybe I was still half asleep.
Check under your jacket. You threw it on the desk when you came in.
Oh, wait, I feel something under me. Oh no, my bad. I've been sitting on my notebook this whole time.
Seriously? You sat on it?
I sat on it. My bad. I didn't even notice.
That is actually hilarious.
I know. I totally didn't feel it. My bad.
It's fine. It happens to everyone at some point.
Does it though? Does everyone sit on their notebook?
I mean, maybe not everyone, but it happens.
Thanks for making me feel better.
Did you hear that? Alex said, my bad. We use this phrase when we make a small mistake, something that is our fault. It's casual and friendly. It means that was my mistake, or I'm sorry about that. You wouldn't use it for something serious, but for small everyday mistakes, it's perfect. For example, my bad, I forgot to send that message. Or, oh, my bad, I took your pen by mistake. Let's repeat my bad.
My bad.
My bad.
Good. One more time. My bad. I've been sitting on my notebook this whole time.
My bad. I've been sitting on my notebook this whole time.
My bad. I've been sitting on my notebook this whole time.
Perfect.
Psst. Alex, can I borrow a pen? Mine stopped working.
Sure. Here, take this one.
Thanks. Oh, wait. This one isn't working either.
Really? It was working this morning. Actually, I think the ink ran out yesterday. My bad.
It's fine. Do you have another one?
I have 2 more. You can keep that one, and I'll use one of the others.
Are you sure?
Totally. I have plenty.
Thanks. By the way, do you understand what the teacher wrote on the board?
Kind of. I mean, I understand the words, but I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. Exactly.
Me neither. I think we have to read the text and answer the questions, but I'm not totally sure.
Actually, I think we also have to write a short summary at the end. I heard the teacher mention it earlier.
Oh, I missed that. Good to know.
Actually, we should probably stop talking and start reading.
You're right. Okay. Focusing now.
Did you notice how Alex used the word actually several times? We use actually to add information. to correct something, or to say something a little unexpected. It makes your English sound much more natural and fluent. Actually is not the same as the word currently. Currently means right now, at this moment. Actually means in fact, or this is the real situation. Let's repeat actually.
Actually, I think we also have to write a short summary.
Actually, we should probably stop talking.
Now you try actually.
Actually,
Actually.
Great. Keep that word in mind. You'll hear it everywhere.
Alex, what are you doing after school today?
I don't really have any plans. I was thinking of just going home and watching something.
I was planning to go to the park after school. Do you want to come?
The park? Yeah, actually, that sounds great. I could really use some fresh air.
Perfect. We can take a walk, sit somewhere nice. Maybe just talk for a bit.
Sounds good to me. I've been inside all day and my brain is kind of fried.
Same. Oh, and I was thinking, maybe we can stop for ice cream on the way back.
Now that sounds like a really good plan. I'm already thinking about chocolate.
Of course you are. It's always chocolate with you.
I mean, chocolate is objectively the best flavor. I don't make the rules.
Fair point. Actually, there's a new place near the park that opened last week. Someone told me they have really good ice cream there.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's try it.
Sounds good. Oh, and maybe we should invite Chirply too?
Totally. The more the merrier.
Sounds good to me. We use this phrase when we like an idea or agree with a plan. It's warm, friendly, and very natural. You can say, sounds good, or that sounds good, or sounds good to me. All three are correct. All three are common. Let's repeat sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
That sounds like a really good plan.
Now you try sounds good.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
Mia, do you have anything planned for the weekend?
Not much. I was thinking about going to the cinema on Saturday. Do you want to come?
Yeah, totally. What do you want to see?
There's a new comedy that came out last Friday. I've heard really good things about it.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that. It looked really funny.
Right? I totally want to see it. I haven't laughed properly in ages.
Same. I mean, I watched that space movie the other night, but that was more intense than funny.
Yeah, sometimes you just need something light and easy.
Totally. Okay, let's do Saturday. What time works for you?
I'm free in the afternoon. Maybe around 3?
Sounds good. Actually, we could grab something to eat before the movie too.
Oh, totally. That's a great idea. Make a whole afternoon of it.
Perfect. I'm already looking forward to it.
Did you notice how Alex and Mia use the word totally? We use totally to strongly agree with something, or to say completely or absolutely. It's very common in casual, everyday English. Totally is stronger than just yes. It shows real enthusiasm. Let's repeat totally.
Yeah, totally.
I totally want to see it.
Now you try totally.
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 Great job.
Oh no, I just knocked over Mia's water bottle.
Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah, nothing spilled. It was closed, but I'm really sorry about that. My bad.
No worries. It's totally fine. Nothing happened.
I wasn't looking where I was going. I was trying to put my things in my bag and I just bumped into the desk.
Honestly, no worries. I do that kind of thing all the time.
Are you sure? I feel bad about it.
I'm sure. No worries at all. Let's just head out. The park is waiting.
Right. Okay. Thanks for being so cool about it.
Of course, that's what friends are for.
Did you hear that? Mia said, no worries. We use this phrase when someone apologizes and we want them to know it's okay. It's a kind, relaxed response, very common in casual English. You can also say, no worries at all. That makes it even softer and warmer. Let's repeat, no worries.
No worries. It's totally fine.
No worries at all.
Now you try no worries.
No worries.
No worries.
Perfect. Okay, let's review everything we learned today. 5 phrases. Are you ready? When you make a small mistake, you say,
My bad.
when you want to add information or say something a little unexpected, you say,
Actually.
when you like someone's idea or plan, you say,
Sounds good.
When you strongly agree with something, you say,
Totally.
and when someone apologizes for something small, you say,
No worries.
fantastic. These 5 phrases will make your everyday English sound much more natural. Try using them this week, with a friend, in a message, or even just practicing by yourself. Which phrase is your favorite? Let us know in the comments.
We read every single one.
Every single one.
Before we finish, one small thought. Today, Alex and Mia talked to each other in English. Normal conversation. About a movie, about plans, about ice cream. Nothing from a textbook, just 2 people talking. And that is one of the most powerful things you can do. Most learners wait. They think, I'll speak English when my level is good enough. But fluency doesn't come before speaking. It comes from speaking. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Talk to yourself when you're alone. Describe what you see. Small actions every day build something big. Alex and Mia make mistakes too, but they keep going, and that's exactly the right thing to do. Thank you for watching the very first episode of Chirply Universe. We will see you in the next one. One last thing. What was the last movie you watched? Was it good? Tell us in the comments.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.
Goodbye.